finished rebuilding the KX250, and one thing I failed to do was check the float level when I put the carburetor back on, even though I told myself that I probably should have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to adjust the float on a Keihin carburetor. So I turn the gas on, and boom, just leaks gas everywhere. So we turn it off, and then I'm going to show you how to set it. So now that you get your carb off, you take the float bowl off. I replaced the screws with Allen heads. So you take your Allen head bolts out, set them off to the side. So when you take apart the float on the Keihins, let me set this off to the side here so you can see what I'm doing. Get this hose out of the way. So I just take a little drill bit, just something small to poke in here. There's this little pin that holds the float in. So just push it out. And all Keihins are really set up the same, just different sizes. So I got 35s on my Banshee, and on this the 93 KX250 has a 38, but they're all basically set up the same. So then you pull your float out with the needle on there. Move the needle out. Make sure you keep everything off to the side so you don't lose it. So basically what you want to do is, my float's set too high right now, so it's not shutting off and the fuel is just flowing out of the overflows when you turn your gas on. So to go leaner, the float sits in here like this, like that. So when it's basically upside down, so you need to push this tab down like this to bring the float level up, so that way it shuts off sooner. And then if it is too lean, you flip it upside down like this, and you want to push it down the other way. So just think about it, you're doing it upside down basically, because the carb is upside down, you're setting it in here like this. So leaner, you push down on this tab right there, and then richer, so let more fuel before it shuts off, is you turn it upside down and push down on the tab just a little bit with a flathead screwdriver is what I use. So I've already adjusted it before I started this video, so that way it's fixed. So what I do to test it, a lot of people, they have a float or like a tool that you can get that measures the float level. I've found an easier way to do this. Take the float needle and put it back on, just like that. Set it back in there. Take your pin, put it back through. And then what I do is I take a piece of fuel line that's going to fit on that right here. I stick it on just like this, and then I blow through it and then move the float up until it's parallel with the body, or just a little bit before. And that's when it shuts off. So you just keep blowing in there. That's what she said. And then push up on it. So that's where it shuts off, right there. And that's how you set your float.